everybody, how goes it? I'm the Black App here today, bringing you my first ever Storytime plus channel update video. First off, I just want to apologize for the lack of videos in the past week. It's really been out of my hands, but I'll get to that in a minute with the channel update. But first off, I just want to start with the story because it's a good story. It's a story that I'm going to have nightmares about for the rest of my life. And I mean that sincerely. I will literally be having nightmares about this day that I'm going to tell you about for the rest of my life. So a little background. It has to do with me being a full-time electrical engineering student and one of the classes that I was taking. So the last few weeks have been a little intense. There was dead week and finals week. And in this one class, linear algebra, it was actually the second time I'd taken this class, which is it's a terrible class. I hate this class. If you've taken this class, I know you will agree with me. I hate this class so much. And the second time I've taken it, it was going better the second time, admittedly, quite a bit better. But still, I needed to do fairly well on the final to pass the class. I needed about a 70% on the final. It was a cumulative final. So over everything we've gone over in the entire semester, I needed 70% on that. So, heading into that final. Now, about 2 or 3 weeks before the final, I checked the announcements page to try and check out when all my finals were and schedule and get ready. Because I have pretty bad exam anxiety, if I said that wrong. And I need to plan ahead quite a bit to get ready and psych myself up for it and prepare. So, yeah, 2 or 3 weeks before, I'm checking that out. And for linear algebra, the normal class time was Thursday at 12:30. And on the announcements, I saw final, Thursday, 12:30. So I just knocked that down in my head and said, okay, finals, Thursday, 12:30, normal class time, not too insane. A lot of my classes are like that, have the finals at the normal class time. So, Wednesday night comes, the night before the final, and I pull an all-nighter. So I stay up all night to study everything that I can. I go through, the entire book and do all these homework problems and extra problems, and I'm feeling pretty good. Things are clicking. It's starting to make sense, and I'm feeling pretty good about it. But then I decided to check the announcements page one more time because he had posted some review problems to go over for the exam. And that's when I realized my crucial error. The final exam, that I needed a 70% on to pass the class so I didn't have to take the class a third time, did not start at 12:30. It ended at 12:30. It started at 10:30. It's a 2-hour final. Here's the real problem. It was 11:45 a.m. I was an hour and 15 minutes late already, and I had to run across all of campus to get to where the final was. And I did. I sprinted all the way across campus. And I run in the room, and I'm out of breath, and I run up to the professor, and I'm like, I'm so sorry. I thought it started at 12:30. I saw 12:30. I thought it started at 12:30. And he just looks at me and says, well, I was kind of wondering, but hands me exam. Here you go. You have 30 minutes. Good luck. So I take the exam, go find a seat, and to be honest, I actually did a pretty good chunk of the exam in half an hour. I had half an hour to take the exam by the time I got there. And it actually ended up not going too bad for only having half an hour, but I handed it in at the end, and he was like, how much did you get done? You were kind of going to town there. And I actually said, I got more than I was expecting. I did more than I was expecting, if I'm going to be honest. So, but as I was walking out the door, I also said, well, I'll see you next year. As in, yeah, I'm going to have to take this class again. I'll see you again next year. And he said, well, maybe not. Hopefully not. And anyway, wait a few days, and I get my grade back, and I got a 50% on the final, but I think the professor was somehow impressed, despite me being an hour and a half late. He was impressed with how much I had gotten done in half an hour, and he ended up giving me a C in the class, which is all that I needed to pass. So I got a C in linear algebra, and I never have to take it again. I am so happy. Everything that I learned over the semester, like 80% of it I can now flush because I'm never going to use again. But that's okay. That's okay. Anyway, so that's the story that I will now have nightmares about for the rest of my life. I already had one nightmare about it, and this happened a week ago. Not even a week ago. A few days ago. It's Tuesday now, and this happened last Thursday. Wow, lots happened since then. Holy crap. Anyway, to the channel update. So again, I'm sorry for the lack of videos lately, but as I said, with Dead Week and Finals Week, it's obviously a lot of stress. And on top of that, I had a graduation to go to. My sister was graduating, so I went to that. And I also moved 400 miles, all my stuff, across the state, 400 miles. And also, I got sick, if you couldn't tell, from my sniffling and unusually deep voice. So yeah, I got a pretty bad cold or something else. Hopefully it's just a cold. And on top of that, I'm also packing up currently for a month-long trip across the United States, including work. That is for work. That includes driving over 20,000 miles in the next month. So it's going to be pretty intense, and getting ready for that as well. So I'm really sorry for the lack of videos, and I was trying to make videos to post while I was on the road, but it didn't happen. I tried really hard, but with all the classwork and everything that was going on, I couldn't get around to it. So I'm really sorry about that. But I'm going to be trying to do vlogs all along the road, so hopefully I'll get a few of those out. And also be sure to check out my Twitter, because I'll be posting pictures and channel updates on there as well. And I promise you, if you stick around for this month, we're going to have a lot of fun when I get back. I already miss playing with subscribers on live streams and commenting and all this kind of stuff, commenting back and forth to you guys. So I promise you, if you stick around, we're going to have a lot of fun when I get back. And yeah, sorry about this, guys, but it's really out of my hands at this point. And anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed my horror story, and I hope you learn a lesson from that and never, ever do what I did last week. And I'll see you guys next time.